You also mentioned this during the introduction, which is the user intent, or the I think it's also called buyer's intent or searcher intent.
Hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that's about?
Yeah. So I would say user intent kind of branches out into searcher intent and buyer intent because sometimes you're just looking for an answer to a question. So that's more the searcher intent. Sometimes you're looking to actually make that purchase. There's your buyer intent. So if you want to lump that into one category, you've got all of these users, their user intent. It's going to be different in your industry. It's going to be different for the campaign that you're working on and the structure that you're putting to surround that campaign. But when you're looking at user intent, it's all about answering the questions and engaging them with valuable information so that they're going to be able to move to that next step in their searcher's journey or their buyer's journey, which overall is just the user's journey.
Is there a way for us to determine in which stage of the, let's call it the buyer decision cycle? I don't know if that's the right term. Is there a way for us to determine through research or other methodologies in which stage of the buyer's cycle a particular user is?
There are some guidelines, I would say. There's going to be some situations where it's subject to opinion and either answer like, are they in awareness or consideration? Are they still in consideration? Are they ready to make a decision? There's going to be a little bit of overlap, but there are some guidelines. So when I'm looking at content, when I'm looking at the user experience, when I'm looking at how to improve something or add to it, I'm going to ask these questions. So if someone's in the awareness stage, I want to think about them where they're in a position that they're part of the demographic, the target audience that we're trying to provide that value for, but they may or may not know that they have a problem that they need our solution for yet. So they're part of our target, but they don't necessarily know they need us yet. When you move them into the consideration stage and are writing content around that and enhancing their user experience to move them towards the decision making stage, you're trying to answer questions and provide value such that they can compare their options, whether that be multiple options in the same industry, say you and two other competitors, or whether that be even looking at different kinds of solutions. So, for example, okay, I could do nothing. That's always an option. I could do what I'm doing right now. I could hire this kind of solution, or I could hire this other kind of solution. Let's do a real life example.